My name is Joseph Sackett, and I'm doing my speech on the difficulties of going to school while also being active duty military and raising a family at the same time. There are many reasons why individuals decide not to go to school, and that greatly deals with having to go to work and having a family. Being active duty in the military makes going to school even harder due to the fact that we have to deal with our nation's conflicts and fight our nation's wars. And on top of that, we have to make sure that our family's taken care of at the same time. Um, there are ways to manage going to school, even with a demanding job and family. Going to college classes online or even regular classes can be attainable just as long as you're able to manage your time right. One of the biggest things that turn people away from going to school is more than likely your work schedule. Um, Being active duty, we work long hours. Majority of the time, there's about 8 to 12 hours, but being 12 hours being the normal for most active duty members. On top of that, we have to deal with exercises that last 2 weeks, and during those exercises, we're obviously working 7 days a week and 12 hours or more a day. On top of that, we have deployments that we have to deal with, and those usually last from about 6 months or longer, depending on what kind of job you have. And that also is a factor that turns a lot of people away from going to school. Another thing, depending on your rank, we also have to deal with our subordinates. You know, if you're a supervisor, you got to deal with your troops' issues, and that can also take time away during your day from getting stuff done, such as schoolwork. Um, some things to do or to deal with these issues is to manage your time effectively. Um, you can take, you know, do things little by little, basically. So you start on Monday. If you got time to do schoolwork, just plug a little bit at a time away, getting stuff done, and you do that throughout the week. So in order to finish your assignments, so when there's time to do homework, make sure you do it. You gotta make sure that you're doing your work and not doing things you shouldn't be doing as far as like watching TV or things like that, especially when you got stuff to do and you got stuff going on. So you really need to make sure that managing your time effectively, and you got to think of going to school in the aspect of, as a goal. You gotta think it's a goal you need to accomplish, and that you want to strive to finish. So again, you make sure that you're just really managing your time overall and getting things done. And that leads me to the point of, where does family fit in when trying to go to school? Well, we all have the problems and issues that come with having a family, and that your kids can get sick. Your wife needs you to run certain errands around the house, or just because we work long hours, your wife just wants to spend good quality time with you, and that also leaves you thinking, when am I going to get stuff done and try to go to school. So things to think about when doing that is you again have to manage your time. You simply need to make time for both family, work, and school. So to do that, you really don't want to overwhelm yourself. Um, with school, you want to make sure that you're taking just enough classes to the point where you can actually get stuff done and turn stuff in on time, while also being able to get your work done and also take care of your family as well. Another thing you can do is sit down with your spouse and talk to her or him, and just let them know that what your plans are, and hopefully you can make sure that you can work something out where you're making time for them, and also setting a little bit of time out during the day where you can get your stuff done as well. Um, so again, doing things little by little and managing your time effectively can go a long ways. And again, think of going to school as being a goal, and you need to find certain ways to work around things in order to obtain that goal. And the best thing to do that with is to do things little by little. Just kind of pick at things until finally you reach your goal. So overall conclusion is, going to school while having a full-time job can be very difficult and sometimes just overwhelming. With simple steps like managing your time and setting goals, these problems can be worked out. Also, working with your family and setting time aside for them and school will show them that you're not putting them in the back burner, but you're really trying to make sure that you have time for them, but also, you're also able to achieve something yourself, and that is striving for a degree. Thank you.